Today I'm going to read you the story. Neighbors all around. Read with Phinnie, level 6. Neighbors all around. Let's read it. Neighbors all around by Magnus Norberg. Our neighbors. Our neighbors. Different countries, different people. People from other countries often do things differently from us. They eat different food, wear different clothes, and speak different languages. Different neighbors. People from different countries also have different neighbors can be very important people in your life. In other places, you might not even know their names. Neighbors in Asia. Sela lives in Asia. She is from the Malaysian state of Sarawak, the island of Borneo. Derek lives in Asia too. He lives in a part of Hong Kong called the New Territories. Neighbors far away. Eric lives in Europe. He is from the northern part of Sweden called Lapland. Carolina lives in North America. She is from a small city called Colima in western Mexico. Different parts of the world. Sela, Derek, Eric, and Carolina live in different parts of the world. Read their stories to find out what they say about their neighbors. Neighbors in Malaysia, Sela's Island. Hi, my name is Sela. I am 11 years old. Although many people think that there are only mountains, rainforests, and orangutans on Borneo, there are also cities and towns here. These places are just like most cities and towns around the world. They have apartment blocks and modern houses. However, my house is different. Stella's house. I am a member of the Iberian tribe. We still live in a traditional way. We live in a big house called a longhouse. The longhouse is almost completely made of wood. It is built on stilts near the riverside, and it's very big. It has almost 100 doors. Okay, I will show you Sarah's house. This is Sarah's house. You can see this house is very big and it's made of wood. And this house has 100 doors. Okay, here. So the next page, let's go. Okay. And next one. What's this? Okay. Sarah's house. Okay, over. Sarah's village. My house is very big because all the people from my village live in it. Although there are many people in the house, I do not think it is crowded. My family has a separate room. If I want some peace and quiet, I can stay there. On the other hand, if I want company, my friends are always just a few meters away. Well, it's good. The thing I like most about my village is that there's no difference between my friends and neighbors. My neighbors are my friends, and my friends are my neighbors. Sela's brother. My older Sela's brother my older brother moved to the city last year. I think my parents were very sad. They did not want him to leave. I did not want him to leave either. City life seems strange to me. My brother has lived in the same apartment block for almost a year, but he still does not know all his neighbors. Did you know? A long time ago, people of the Ivan people tribe were hat hunters. Now they are no hat hunters on the island of Borneo. Neighbors in Hong Kong, Derek's city. Hi, my name is Derek and I am 12 years old. Most people think that Hong Kong is gray, crowded, and polluted city, but the area where I live is very green. I can go hiking or even climb a mountain in my free time. Derek's building. This is the building I live in. You can see a lot of these buildings in Hong Kong. My tower block is made of concrete. Yes, and okay. I'll show you Derek's house. Sorry. This is Derek's house. You can see many rooms and it is made of concrete. Yes, and Derek's flat. Living in a tower block is not so bad. In fact, it is good to have all these people around me. It makes me feel safe. At night, I can hear people talking, watching TV, laughing, playing music, or singing. It reminds me that I am not alone. Derek's neighbors. I do not know all my people in my building, but I do recognize my closest neighbors. Although I do not talk to them very much, I know some of them by name. There is Cindy Tang next door who plays the violin. There is old Mrs. Chan down the corridor too. She can be grumpy sometimes. Yes. Derek's friend. Edwin, the boy in the flat just below mine. It's the same age as me. Although we have in this building all our lives, we did not get to know each other until we started school together. Now Edwin is one of my best friends. Neighbors in Sweden. Eric's country. Hi, I'm Eric. And I am 14 years old. I live in the very northern part of Sweden in an area called Lapland. It is north of the Arctic Circle. Our winter nights are long and dark, but the sun never sets in summer. That is why Lapland is called the land of the midnight sun. Eric's house and family. I live in a small farmhouse. My father is a reindeer herder. He is often away from home long periods of time, so there is just my sister, my mom, my mother, and myself in the house. Although some people might get bored living out here, I never do. I have lots of things to keep me busy. This is Eric's house. I will show you. Okay, just here. Okay, goodie. This is Eric's house. You can see his house is made of wood. So next page, let's go. Eric's treehouse. Oh, I love treehouse. The nearest house to farmhouse is only 500 meters away. It is my treehouse. I love my treehouse. When I pull the rope ladder up behind me, I feel I am the only person in the world. It is not a sad feeling. Although I am often alone, I never feel lonely. This summer I plan to build a wooden walkway between my tree and another tree. I will build a house in the other tree too. Maybe one day I can have a whole tree village. Eric's neighbors. Our closest neighbor lives in 10 kilometers away. Our neighbor live far away, but we are close to them in other ways. They often come over to make sure we're all right, especially when my father is away. I go over to see them every 2 weeks. They're an older couple, so they need someone to help them with their household chores, like shoveling snow in winter. It is important that we take care of each other. Eric's other neighbors. Some people say that Santa Claus lives in Lapland too, but I have never seen him. There are lots of reindeer up here. Look at this reindeer. Isn't it cute? Reindeer are even cuter in winter when their fur turns completely white. Did you know some hotels in Lapland are made of ice? Oh, I didn't know it. Neighbors in Mexico, Carolina City. Carolina, and I'm 13 years old. Oh, I think Carolina is a lost friend we should meet. Okay, the last story. So we will read it quickly. Hi, my name is Carolina and I am 13 years old. I live in a city called Colima. It is 55 kilometers from the Pacific Ocean in western Mexico. Although some parts of Mexico are hot and dry, Colima is near mountains, so it is a bit cooler here. In fact, one mountain near my city has snow on it all round. My house is Spanish style house. It is big because my family is big. I have 2 brothers and a younger sister. One house is made of bricks and clay. The outside of the house is painted white to keep it cool in summertime. There is a high wall around my house. Carolina's neighbors. Although my neighbors live next door, I did not see them much. I spend most of my time with my family or visiting my aunts, uncles, and cousins. They live in Colima too. We have one special neighbor. Her name is Maria. She lives in a small house in our backyard. Maria comes from a poor family. She works as our maid. She cleans the floor, makes the beds, does the laundry, and cooks our food. Carolina's dangerous neighbor. We have one very dangerous neighbor. The Colima volcano is close to my city. It is Mexico's most active volcano. It last erupted in 1941. Many people say it will erupt again soon. Although we can sometimes see clouds above the mountain, they're really clouds of gas from the volcano. Did you know? Did, did you know Colima volcano erupted 9 times in past 400 years?